particular solicitation we're looking at today is shredding and hard drive destruction services. I'm downloading all three documents here, and I'm using ChatGPT 4.0 today. I am going to attach all three documents, and now you just need to go back to our beginner-friendly 5-step solicitation breakdown. I'm going to copy this, paste it there. This is going to give us a high level first. All right, Kizzy, this is part 2
Yeah.
of AI government contracting, and today is actually going to be quite exciting. I have a story about one of my students who spent $20,000 on proposal writing services. I'll be letting you know how many contracts he actually won. But guys, this is how to write a winning proposal to the government in 1 hour using ChatGPT. Now, you might be watching this and thinking, why should I watch this video till the end? Well, the first thing is I do have a free document that is currently live on the school group, the AI GovCon group. Once you go in there, you're going to have access to the document, and it's actually the beginner-friendly 5-step solicitation breakdown guide. I'm going to be using that document today in this video to show you how to break down the solicitation so easily that all you have to do is copy and paste. But some people are listening and that's not enticing to them. You're saying free document. I mean, anybody could give out a free document. So what is in it for you, really? Well, if you're a small business owner, let's say you're new to government contracting, or you are a seasoned vet. You've won a couple of contracts, you have a few of them under your belt, but you are intimidated by the time required to craft a proposal that would win you a contract. Then by the end of this video, you will discover how to use ChatGPT to streamline your process of crafting high-quality proposals. But off to that story, guys. Look, one of the participants of my proposal writing class let me know that he spent $20,000 on proposal writing service. And I talked to a lot of my subscribers over the past 2 weeks. In fact, talked to a lot of Kizzy subscribers after our first interview, and people are spending $250 a week. People are spending $5,000, and they're writing proposals with people in the Philippines and other experts who have won millions of dollars in government contract. And I asked him, I said, this is a massive investment. How many contracts did you secure? I mean, before I even go to the next slide, I want someone to guess. Just pause the video now and guess how many contracts he won after spending $20,000. But this is it, guys. 0. Nothing. No contract won, but $20,000 spent. I don't know who you are. You might be watching this video in 2024. You might be watching in 2030, and you're thinking about possibly paying someone to write a proposal for you, thinking that because of their great grammatical sentence structures, that is what's going to get you to win a contract. I don't want to tell you what to do with your money, but I just suggest you watch to the end, and let's see if your decision may change after I show you some of the systems I have set up here. But guys, let's get straight into the real business of today. There are 3 problems that small businesses face when it comes to writing a winning proposal. The first one is the time-intensive nature of writing these proposals. One of the participants of my proposal writing class, she's actually an attorney, Kizzy, and she has lots of experience dealing with difficult information and breaking it down into digestible pieces. She had won over 10 state contracts. So I asked her, I said, why are you on this call with me if you are already a seasoned vet? And she said, look, Godwin, the time it takes for me to put together some of these bid packages just doesn't seem sustainable for me in the long term. That's the time-intensive nature of putting together a bid. And people also struggle to communicate the solicitation requirements back to the contracting officer. Let's say you're working on porta potty, and then you find, okay, well, they need you to deliver the porta potties to the base, but apart from that, they also need you to service it on a bi-weekly basis. They need you to bring in some hand washing stations, and perhaps they have requirements on how you dispose of the waste that comes from the base. You need to be able to communicate that capability to the contracting officer on the other side. And many people have the problem of really communicating the solicitation requirements and their capability. And of course, the last thing is the high risk of human error in the complex solicitation. Anybody who has been in government contracting for 2 minutes knows that the solicitations are full of heavy compliance language. And any kind of misunderstanding would potentially lead to you having your proposal thrown out and not even being considered. But at the end of this video, my promise to you is this: you're never going to worry about the time-intensive nature of crafting tailored responses. At the end of this video, you're never going to struggle to align your proposal with specific solicitation requirements. And at the end of this video, you're not going to face a high risk of human error in interpreting complex solicitation and compliance demands. Okay? I feel like I've already done so much talking. Let me show you exactly how you're going to use this system step by step to put something together. Okay, guys,
Great.
I have a few tools open here. Here we have the beginner-friendly 5-step solicitation breakdown guide. This is what we're going to be using to break down the solicitation, and I actually have a solicitation that we're going to be breaking down together. But on the other side, I have my ebook, Government Contracting Without Tears. Now, this is not like a novel that you read and you enjoy and you paint pictures in your mind. It's actually a workbook where if you follow the instructions step by step, you will be able to have a complete proposal at the end of it. And we're going to be using that today. I'm going to be showing you some tips and tricks. And the particular solicitation we're looking at today is shredding and hard drive destruction services for William Beaumont Army Medical Center. Typically, when I come in, I'm just getting a general feel. What's the general information? I see this is a solicitation. Fantastic. The due date is, where is it? 19th of July. So today is the 5th of July, so we've got some time here, and it's a small business set aside. I see a short description, not too long there, and then I see 3 deleted documents, 3 documents that are enabled that I can open. So what I'm doing right now, I'm just getting the lay of the land, seeing what's around. Okay, cool. Now I want to understand
I have one
these
quick
documents.
question. What NAICS code was it under again?
This NAICS code is all other support services,
Okay, perfect.
561990. Now, I'm downloading all 3 documents here, and I'm going to open my trusted friend and assistant, ChatGPT. Now, to break down this solicitation, guys, I'm going to be using the beginner-friendly 5-step solicitation breakdown guide. If you follow these steps, you're going to have a great high-level view of what is in the solicitation document. And I'm using ChatGPT 4.0 today. This is the paid subscription. I am going to attach all 3 documents at the same time. This is something that you can do just in case you didn't know. You can attach 3 documents into Chat. I think you can attach 4 actually into ChatGPT at the same time. And now you just need to go back to our beginner-friendly 5-step solicitation breakdown. Everything in yellow is a prompt. I'm going to copy this, run right into ChatGPT, paste it there, and allow it to speak to me. Provide the title, the agency, the summary of the solicitation. This is going to give us a high level first. Let's see what we have here. The title is the performance work statement for shredder services and hard drive destruction, William Beaumont Army Medical Center. So let's get a little bit of an overview. So this is a non-personal services contract. Let's say, oh my God, I have no idea what a non-personal services contract. What does that mean? Let me show you a simple thing you could do. You could highlight that part that you don't really understand. There's a speech bubble here that comes in. You click on it and you can say, explain this in one sentence.
That's powerful.
Right? There's no more room for you to say, listen, I was reading the solicitation and I got overwhelmed. And that's why I stopped. That's why I haven't submitted a proposal in 5 years. Well, if you're overwhelmed with something that you didn't understand, this is a way to find out. So it says the contract is a non-personal service agreement for shredding documents and destroying hard drives at the William Beaumont Army Medical Center. And it's outlining clinics ensuring confidential and compliance. Oh, so it didn't really get what I was talking about. So I'm going to say, what does non-personal mean? Or rather, I'll say I was referring to the meaning of non-personal contracts. What does that mean? A non-personal service contract means that the government does not supervise or control the contractor's employee performing the services. So, okay, great. I have an idea of what that is. Let's go back to our summary. We see that this is in Texas. Services will include biweekly servicing of shredder containers, on-site shredding of documents, and biweekly destruction of hard drives and other media as coordinated with the contracting officer. So I'm not going to go into reading everything word for word. I wanted you to see step one, we're getting the summary. Key objectives: on-site document shredding and hard drive destruction, maintaining confidentiality and integrity of sensitive information, compliance with federal and state regulations, effective quality control assurance, quality and assurance measures. So this is the first step. The next step would be the key requirements. Like, I want to know some more details. What are some of the key requirements? I'm going to copy this. I'm going to paste it right here, and we're going to find out what this is all about. Eligibility requirements. Okay, so the contractor must comply with all applicable federal, state, local, and installation certification, licensing, medical requirements, and qualifications. Fantastic. We have personnel, language, security. So you see how step by step, we're going deeper and deeper into more details about the contract, giving us an understanding. The key deliverables. Look at the detail that we have here. They need us to provide 180 64-gallon and 1596-gallon shredder containers and service them bi-weekly. Hard drive destruction. Perform hard drive and media destruction bi-weekly and provide certificates of destruction within 72 hours of destruction. And then monthly reports. Guys, these are the key deliverables. Shredder services, hard drive destruction, monthly reports. Okay, what are the objectives? Confidentiality. They want you to shred all the documents on site to ensure the confidentiality and integrity of sensitive information. There's compliance and quality control. Now, I'm just going to go to step 3 and move away from the breaking down of the solicitation, because the main reason why we're here is really to talk about proposal writing. But why would you even write a proposal if you do not know what the submission instructions are?
That's so smart, because if you don't, then you get caught up on the wrong thing. Oh, don't they want experience? Don't they want this form? Don't they want this? And it's all depending on what they want.
It's all depending on what they want. The entire proposal writing process is literally giving them back what they want. Okay, they said they want 180 64-gallon shredder containers. You're not going to write in your proposal, well, I know you wanted 180, but we have 75. Would you take that? No, you're going to give them exactly what they want. What's the deadline of submission? Okay, by 12 p.m. July 12th. But what's the format? It says proposal must comply with FAR, which includes instructions on how to prepare and submit. Proposal should include representation and certification. The offer should include the completed standard 1449. And the proposal must be signed and submitted electronically. So you're not going to say, oh, well, they wanted it electronically, but I just got this fax machine and it works really well. No, you're following the instructions. But guys, let's say we've understood the solicitation and now we're moving towards trying to find a company that can possibly do the work. Well, I want to ask ChatGPT, what kind of companies can
And where is this work being performed again?
It's being performed in Texas.
Okay.
This work.
And also, I want to add, it's okay to look for companies outside of that city. So let's say it's San Antonio, you don't have to stick to San Antonio. You can look around, or you can look into getting pricing from maybe even another state.
What you want to make sure is that they service the state that the work is being done, right? Government contracting is not, you don't have to find someone within a 30-mile radius. As far as the company is able to do the work, then it's fair game. Now, this is a transitionary process if you're using AI to optimize your process, like your procurement process. And like I said, it's not for everybody. Not everybody wants to be more efficient in their process.
Right.
And I don't deceive myself to say that this is for everybody, but this is a transitionary process. When you ask ChatGPT, what kind of companies can do the work, you already know, but you're doing this so you can create something I call Google search terms. So after we've done this, I'm going to ask ChatGPT to turn these companies into Google search terms with the location of the site.
Okay.
What happens here? Document destruction companies, El Paso, Texas. Data
Oh,
destruction
wow.
companies, El Paso, Texas. But this is something that a lot of people don't know. You can actually copy one of these Google search terms and ask ChatGPT, well, search the web. Tells ChatGPT to search the web and create a list of paste document destruction companies in El Paso, Texas that have less than 700 employees.
Ooh, why did
Just
you pick
trying to
700?
because most of the time, a small business is either the size standard is typically defined by either the revenue on a yearly basis or the amount of employees that they have, the employee headcount. So typically, a small business is seen from like 1 to about 750 employees, depending on the NAICS code. That does change. But here we have what we've done is we have told ChatGPT to produce companies that may possibly be able to do this work with your website. So when I click on this, guess what, guys? So quickly, we are already looking at a website for a company that may possibly do the work. You want to go to contact us, get the emails, get the numbers, put that in your spreadsheet, create a comprehensive list first before you go into calling. But for the sake of our example today, I'm going to show you something. You can evaluate the company. Let's say I copied the link here and I asked ChatGPT to assess this company against the SOL attached. And I throw
I
in the
like
link,
this.
and ChatGPT can actually give you some red flags and green flags about the company. One thing that you must remember is if ChatGPT says, well, I looked into the company website and it doesn't seem like they mentioned anything about having 180 gallons of recyclable bins, it doesn't mean that you're going to disqualify the company. It means that you have an opportunity to ask a question. Like when you get on the phone with them, it's like, hey, are you able to handle this capacity? I don't want you to take what ChatGPT says to be gospel, because ChatGPT is a tool to enhance your process. But let's see. It says eligibility requirements. Shred complies with federal, state, and local regulations, including those concerning document destruction and information security. Okay, that's good. Personnel security. Shred ensures all employees undergo background checks and receive necessary training aligning with the solicitation's security requirements. These are good things. I want to know the red flags. What are the red flags? We always want to know the red flags in everything. Find out the red flags and see if there are things that you could handle or if they're even unnecessary. Like, for example, we're seeing customer service. Mixed reviews or reports of unresponsive customer service could indicate potential issues in timely communication and problem resolution. Okay. This is an opportunity to ask a question, because you can tell them, hey, listen, my client would need you to be pretty responsive because there's going to be a bi-weekly servicing of these bins. Would you be able to be responsive? Are you responsive? Do you have that reputation? You want to probe and find out more. But let's say you've spoken to the company. They've given
Mhm.
you everything. It's time for you to begin to put together your proposal. The first thing you want to do is outline the evaluation criteria in detail. You want to pull out the evaluation criteria from the SOL, because why would you want to write a proposal that is not based on the evaluation criteria? Why do you want to go out of the evaluation criteria to put together your proposal? Give the government exactly what they want. That's the plan and that's the goal. It's going to give you something lengthy. Right now, we're seeing technical capability, past performance, price, small business utilization. Let's see what that offer must demonstrate their commitment to utilizing small businesses, including subcontracting plans that meet the goals set forth in the solicitation. So, to all the people who keep asking, is subcontracting illegal? Well, it's pulling this out of the solicitation, letting people know, tell us your plan. We're good with it. Now, after that, I'm going to go into government contracting without tiers, and I'm going to pull out this prompt. It says, continue to write the proposal. Oh, wrong one. It says, begin to write the, no, that's still the wrong one. Okay, think like a middleman looking to bid on this government solicitation. You want to write a proposal, create an airtight table of contents that focuses only on what is needed to win the bid. Stay away from irrelevant details. I'm going to copy and paste this in here, and let's see what it produces. Now, this is a good opportunity for me to let you know that whatever ChatGPT puts down doesn't have to be gospel. In this table of contents, we have 9 items. That may not be necessary. Maybe you don't want to put small business utilization in your proposal. So guess what? You tell ChatGPT, remove item 6. It's
That's smart.
important to know that you are building the proposal. You're not depending on ChatGPT to do everything for you. This is a tool to get you from point A to point B. It's not the tool that is going to do the entire work for you. Now, we're going to start off with the executive summary. In many cases, you may not want to put the name of your subcontractor into your proposal. So what do you do? How do you let ChatGPT know the verbiage? Well, if you go into government contracting without tiers, there's a prompt here that begins the executive summary. But after copying this prompt into ChatGPT, there's a little bit more that you need to do. Okay. I'm going to say this proposal is for Godwin GovCon. Watch this. We will be partnering with, and then I'm going to grab the link of the company, the link of my potential sub, and I'm going to add it to the prompt. We will not disclose the name of our partner, but we will focus on the value they provide. And let's see what happens. So the executive summary is actually being built out right now as we speak. And we're going to see,
It's
did
beautiful.
ChatGPT did it get the point, or is there a mistake? Let's read. It says Godwin GovCon is pleased to submit this proposal to provide comprehensive document shredding and hard drive destruction services for the William Beaumont Army Medical Center and its outlying clinics located in Fort Bliss and El Paso, Texas. Okay, our team, in collaboration with an industry-leading partner, is committed to delivering secure, efficient, and compliant destruction services that meet the highest standard of confidentiality and regulatory adherence. Look at that. Our team, in collaboration with an industry-leading partner. We didn't have to go in and tell them, hey, we are subcontracting with this company. The name of the company is this, and they started in 1925. No, our team partnering with XYZ. And we have the key highlights: expertise and experience. But before I close off, I'm going to give you a bonus here. Okay, let's say you wanted to create a price sheet for this particular solicitation. If I told ChatGPT right now, create an industry standard price sheet for this SOL with example prices. Just check this out, guys. This is where it gets really interesting. It's now creating an industry standard pricing sheet that it has a couple of random figures in there. The reason I'm doing this is I'm showing you how to create the price portion. People typically ask, like, how do I put my profit on top? What do I need to do? How do I go about doing this? Let's say you have created this pricing sheet. You see here, the total is $24,530. I'll tell ChatGPT, add a 20% markup discreetly, because ChatGPT loves to explain everything it does. So when I say add this 20% markup discreetly, look at that. Guys, check this out. 20%. It has added it, even though I said do not add it. So sometimes you're going to have to go in again. This is not the time to give up and panic and say, oh, it didn't work. AI is rubbish. No, this is the time to reiterate. So let's allow ChatGPT to do its thing. You see, it created a section for markup. I'm going to just let it know. I'm going to say, it seems like you added the 20% markup explanation. I want it to be discreet. Guys, any spelling error, trust me, ChatGPT will be able to handle it. But the thing about this is, once you're done adding your price on top, I don't want you to think that this is the end. In order for you to create the finished work, you're actually going to need to go back into government contracting without tiers. You're going to need to grab the price prompt, which is actually the last prompt in the book. When you grab the price prompt and you add it to ChatGPT like so, what it's now going to do is going to continue to write the proposal, Godwin GovCon, in collaboration with an industry-leading partner, is pleased to present a competitive and comprehensive pricing strategy for the document shredding and hard drive destruction services required by the William Beaumont Army. So it gives that preamble, and then it begins to outline the pricing. And with our 20% markup, it went from about 24,000 to 30,000. And guys, you have your pricing section for your proposal. But Kizzy, look,
It's
I
amazing.
could stay here for 2 hours and go on and on and on,
Amazing.
but that's really what I had. I wanted to expose this AI-driven process that could give you a potential proposal at the end that you can edit, tweak, and possibly submit.
Which is amazing, because the thing that people struggle with, not only the time, is how to put it together. And then of course, I would add, make sure you go back to the original document. You want to always make sure you're not missing anything. They may add an additional document. They may add an amendment. So you also want to make sure, if this is an opportunity you're interested in, to log in to your Sam.gov account and follow the opportunity so you get all updates. Or worst case, it's canceled. You don't want to continue putting work into the effort and then it's canceled and you didn't realize because you weren't following it.
Absolutely. Follow, and be sure to get as much details as possible. In this example, I didn't open the document just because I'm trying to keep things nice and sweet. But apart from using ChatGPT to break down the important information, you definitely want to open up the document, breeze through, look through, and get all the details as much as possible.
Yes, this is amazing. I really appreciate it. And how do people get in contact with you?
Well, you can subscribe to the AI Government Contractor channel. Like I said, I have a school group where you can actually get the beginner-friendly guide, the beginner-friendly 5-step solicitation breakdown guide. This is the link right here. You can pause the video, join the group, get this breakdown, and start to use it every day. Build the intuition. You can also get government contracting without tears on theaigovcon.com.
Well, I love this. You said in an hour and it was like 30 minutes.
Yep.
I mean, this is how fast this is, everyone. I mean, this is super fast. And the more and more you use it, the better. And let's say you don't have ChatGPT 4.0. Let's say it's not in your budget. Then take advantage of the free version, or look to see what you can do to be able to pay for the 4.0. It's so ironic because I just used 4.0 maybe an hour ago for some things I was working on. I even used it recently for a bid that I put in for blinds. I mean, it's something that I'm constantly using and well worth paying the nominal fee to get access to ChatGPT 4.0.
Absolutely. The power that it carries is great. And the person who directs that power is the person who uses the prompts specifically. Garbage in, garbage out. If you keep saying ChatGPT is garbage, I start to look at you funny, because garbage in, garbage out.
I agree. Anytime somebody says that, then I usually know that they've never tried it, because it's easy in life to say, oh, that's nasty, or they don't know what they're talking about, or this doesn't make sense. That's usually code for you just haven't tried it yet. All you have to do is just try it and get comfortable with it. It's like driving. The first time any of us drove a car, we weren't like, I mean, you may have had a few little hiccups. So it's okay. You got to give yourself grace and enjoy the fun. Like, channel that inner child and have fun with it. I like trying different prompts. I love seeing different things. I think it's the coolest thing ever. And that's the whole point of this. It's not, oh, I gotta do this to win a contract. Yeah, you want to win a contract, but you're giving them what they want. Like Godwin talked about, you're not here to give them all this other stuff. You're here to do it efficiently, like his client who had one before but knew, hey, I gotta make this more efficient. I spent almost 20,000 on somebody, and that's how many I won with him. So I feel the pain of your student who experienced that. I totally get it. So y'all, run out, get the guide, try these techniques. Try the techniques. I think this is so amazing. I can't thank you enough for this.
Thank you, Kizzy. Great to do part 2 with you and to be on this other side of the interview.
Yeah, same here. And also, don't forget Winner's Way book. It's back there, I swear, along with my Guinness World
Winner's
Record.
Way book.
Winner's Way book, winnerswaybook.com, proposalthatwins.com, 447. Get in now, because when we get to 1,000 students, we're giving away $25,000 ticket for the Tulum retreat. Get 6 months of coaching. Proposalthatwins.com, winnerswaybook.com. And as always, everything is possible. Don't forget, hit notification, like, subscribe, get us to over 100,000, and then soon we'll be at 1 million. Thank you all, everyone. Take care. Everything is possible.